Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We're on the way.
Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Looking to play him in. It's a promising position.
Oh, that's nice.
Now the delivery. Brilliantly cut out.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
And it's made its way to him. This looks... He's having a shot! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Straight over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham hangs in a cross. Araujo with the clearance. Has a look and plays it forward. Vieira does really well to win the ball there.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos.
He's found a way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Nice control.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ferdinand is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And here's Mbappe. Ernest. Chance for a shot! Goal! Botafogo!
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Botafogo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And he lines up a cross. And he's taking no chances there.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
Seedorf. He's a sharp little ball here.
Roberto Carlos.
And it's Seedorf. Nedved conjures time and space where few can.
Roberto Carlos.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's De Jong. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ernest. That has been slung wide.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Can he finish?
And the keeper couldn't hold it.
And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Seedorf. And the shot's on here. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Couldn't squeeze it through. That pass isn't the best. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Botafogo really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Botafogo sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substituição.
Here we go again.
Decent progress down the left. De Jong.
Yeah. Shoots!
Oh, the ball's run.
That's another chance!
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. Swung over. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Seedorf. Vieira. It's a really well-measured ball. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Threads one in. That's a good ball out wide. Lahm plays it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cross in, looks like a good one. De Jong. Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's a key interception.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Botafogo with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Hernes is wide and looking to get onto this. Tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Hernes probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 14.
Driving on and making good progress.
Deixando o campo para a
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Camisa 10. Camisa 18.
Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback. As it turned out, decent chance! In for the pieces! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Platini, there he goes, motoring forward. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he's lost his man. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Vieira. Platini. And this is Ronaldo. And Sola! Now, who's going to be first to this? Vieira.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Šeško. Played out to the right. Lazio are looking to break at pace. Rummenigge. Oh, that is a nice touch. Rummenigge. And it's Michel Platini. Sola! And the keeper threw out a limb. Could move up a gear here. Roberto Carlos. Rice gets into a good position. That's Vieira. And that interception was Most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Strokes it back. Can he get it through? Oh, shot a goal! And yes, it's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That pass has been well intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Pull it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that will be the final act. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Šeško claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
We have already started here.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Shot goal!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has been knocked clear.
Close. And the shot!
This is their second corner of the game.
Roberto Carlos goes short.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Ferdinand with the clearance.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Hernes. And here's Mbappe. Lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Can he finish?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Roberto Carlos
Going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Oh, super ball! Great chance!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Strong running down that left flank.
Showing good feet.
Nedved crossed into the box.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Vieira.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great vision. And it's been played through. And he's managed...
Tries a shot! Goal! Botafogo!
The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Ball driven toward...
Oh, what a climb!
No, not the best of headers.
Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this?
Mbappe! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
De Jong is always looking to break lines. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Mbappe.
And he's on his way! He's had a shot!
And that is wildly off target.
Botafogo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Lazio get their fourth corner. They've played it short. Roberto Carlos. And now they can clear their lines. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's going for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
De Jong clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Looks to the other side.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And that is out of play. And it's Nedved. Now this could be a chance. Fernandez conjures time and space where few can. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Mbappe. Nedved. So what can they make of this? And here's Ibrahimovic. De Jong. And it's made its way to him.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. They've done it! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Botafogo certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Botafogo go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. This looks promising. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They're up to 5 corners now. There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
Corner count is rising. That's 6. Vieira gets it away. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. It'll be a throw-in. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bellingham puts his foot on the gas. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. De Jong.
That's rather hopeful. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
De Jong really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Lahm looking to penetrate opposition lines. No, he's not getting past him there. Nicely weighted ball. Danger averted for now. Stood up well to him there. Ibrahimovic under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Just about up to the hour now. And it's Roberto Carlos. Chance to deliver. He gets big! They've scored! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 9.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Lazio get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Bale, Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nedved, and he has been fouled there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Vieira. And here's Seedorf. Played out to the right. Nice control. Back when it goes. And this decent chance! And it's in! Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part. And we've just seen an example.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Botafogo go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Rummenigge has a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Bullet. Ambitious ball here. And he welcomes it in. And it's Lahm. And it's Gullit. Well, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
De Jong. Vieira. Bellingham. Out towards the flank. Lahm. Oh, that's neat. Lahm plays it in. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Neatly clipped into space. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pinches it off him. That's been intercepted. Šeško, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge is herring after that one. And it's Lahm. Bellingham. Rummenigge. Oh, important interception. So that's it. It is all over. Botafogo can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side, it turned into a very, very smooth ride. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Begley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact...
Mbappe! Goal! Botafogo! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Lahm tries making a foray down the right. And it's Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Seedorf.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bellingham. Out to the left it goes. Lahm carries the ball down the right. Pass is just off target. Lahm. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, shooting chance! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keep...
And Messi! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he's forced to go back. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Roberto Carlos. He's got two. Sticks it away. 2 up now, and they are cruising. A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Can he finish? And he's there to get it away. Bellingham wriggles his way through. Pullet. Araujo deals with that comfortably. Ernest is always playing with one eye on the spectacle. Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they're at it again in double quick time!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Botafogo blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see...
Oh, smashing header! Read the delivery beautifully. They've got the finish all wrong. Vieira does really well there, he is strong. It's Nedved. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away? And that could set him on his way. And that's put paid to a promising move. Hoeneß. And here's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Rummenigge. Passing nice and neat. And the finish! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And here's Mbappe. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's picked out the run. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, such a clever touch. And this is Ibrahim. Shoots! It's in! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Botafogo are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 9.
Here we go again.
20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
Well, it looked
10.
promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Botafogo do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Hoeneß succumbs to the pressure. That's good running with the ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Bale. And this is Roberto Carlos. Across it goes. Bellingham. Now, what about a counter-attack? Hoeneß. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now Seedorf. And here's Gullit. That's a good ball out wide. And now the breakaway. Rafael Varane. Maldini. Vieira. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Hoeneß showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vieira cuts it out. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Gullit looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well read, and the danger is averted. And here's the chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Lahm. Nedved. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Now it's Gullit. Bale, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Bellingham. Bellingham powering forward here. No, he's not getting past him there. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gullit. Botafogo are looking to break at pace. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Now it's Messi. Messi. And Messi! And that's past the post.
Lazio certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 30. Camisa 41. Substituição.
Šeško knocks it into space. There's no flag. Hangs in. Up he goes! No, he can't turn it in. Maldini. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Holmes beyond the defence. Now it's Bale! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Vieira. Now that looks a decent...
Big chance! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. It makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Botafogo
are having a ball here.
Dembele
Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. He has found the way through.
Zola.
Can he finish? They've scored! Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just...
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Your final thoughts, Jim?